Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley has opened up about how she and her family are coping since her parents began their prison sentence last month, and she admitted that she is struggling to step in and take care of her younger siblings, resulting in her having a full-on breakdown. Savannah, 25, was thrust into the parent role after her mother and father, Todd, 53, and Julie Chrisley, 50, were found guilty of taking part in a $30 million tax fraud scheme and sentenced to 12 and 7 years behind bars respectively. They headed off to prison in mid-January, and now Savannah has spoken out about the difficulties she has faced while looking after her younger brother, Grayson, 16, and niece Chloe, 10, during the February 7 episode of her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley. "I'm not their mom. I'm not their dad. I'm their sister," she told guest Tony Collier, an author and founder of an international women's ministry called Broken Crayons Still Color. "I want to stay in that role as sister, but it's hard when you're in the role of parent and discipline. The other night, I had a full-on breakdown. I was trying to find Chloe proper clothes to go and visit my parents and find her hair stuff. I just sat down on the floor and started crying." The former Chrisley Knows Best star added that she feels like she is not worthy or capable of filling her mother's shoes. "I am not my mother," she added. "How am I going to do this? I don't feel that I am worthy or capable enough of doing the job she's done for all her life." Savannah recalled a conversation she had with her father before he left, in which he warned her that it would be the hardest but most rewarding thing she has ever had to do. Despite the breakdown, Savannah said she is starting to understand her dad's advice, and that while she was very mad about what happened at first, she is now at peace with what happened. Todd and Savannah have 3 other kids: Lindsay, 33, Kyle, 31, Chase, 26. They have been raising Chloe since she was an infant due to Kyle's substance abuse issues, and they legally adopted her in 2016. Savannah stated on the podcast that she's now focused on figuring out a healthier way to cope and deal with things regarding her siblings. "Looking at them, I'm like, you know what, I know how I feel going through this trauma. I cannot imagine how 2 kids feel going through it," she said. "It's like, you know what, there's something bigger than me here. There's a 10-year-old, there's a 16-year-old, and we gotta get through this in a healthy manner." She also said she wants to start planning ahead in an attempt to get more organized. "Even if it's just little things, I'm trying to implement them," she dished. "From here on out, every Sunday, we're going to plan our meals for the week. I'll say, you guys tell me what you want for dinner, and we'll get the groceries for the week, and you'll know every night what you're going to eat." She concluded by encouraging her listeners to use her story as inspiration. "It's been a rough few days, but I'm showing up," she said. "Just because hard stuff happens, you don't give up." Todd and Julie are serving out their time at 2 separate facilities. Todd's is in Pensacola, Florida, and Julie's is in Lexington, Kentucky. The stars rose to fame thanks to their USA reality show Chrisley Knows Best, which premiered in 2014 and documented their day-to-day lives alongside their children. It went on for 9 seasons before it was recently canceled amid the scandal. In the series, Todd and Julie worked hard to portray the image of devoted parents and devout Christians, but they saw their picture-perfect on-screen images ripped apart when it was brought to light that they had scammed the bank by submitting fake documents when applying for loans. In addition, Todd's former business partner, Mark Braddock, shocked the world when he claimed that he had a gay love affair with the 53-year-old father of 5 during the trial, further shattering the reality star's long-cultivated reputation. While on the stand, Mark, 57, told the court that he and Todd engaged in a brief romance in the early 2000s, while speaking in detail about Todd's crimes. In a previous episode of her podcast, Savannah reiterated her struggles to take care of her siblings, stating, "I don't feel adequate enough for this job. My mother is the kindest, most loving, most amazing human being I've ever met. I always said if I could be half of her, I would be Oak. I guess in moments like these, I realize I'm more like my mom than I realize because I'm getting through it. It's been hard. It's been hard to understand, to process, and also help two kids process what's been going on in our life. She also shared a letter her father sent her from jail, which read, "I want you to give yourself some grace. Fall in love with the real Savannah, the one that I raised that radiates a room with her kindness and compassion, not the one the world wants to see. Remember, to gain the world and lose your soul, then what do you have? I've never been more proud of you and the woman you're becoming. You've been cast in the fire, and what God burns off will allow you to shine brighter than gold." Savannah added her dad was doing pretty good, and that she and her siblings visit him a lot.